What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Serie career mode. It is episode number 6, returning today with another episode of season 1. And we've got 11 games to go in the season right now. We are currently sitting 11 clear of the bottom 3. I can't see us going down from here, but conversely as well, we're right now 13 off Atalanta. So we're even further away from 7th than we are from 18th, even though there's less of a gap in terms of places. So yeah, it's this penultimate episode today. Going to play 8 or 9 of the final games, possibly 10. And we'll also do some more scouting as well, with our fingers crossed. Whoa, this good. The goalkeepers in this year. I'm finding goalkeeper after goalkeeper after goalkeeper, man. It is crazy. But for Chile, the frustrating thing about Chile is that we just haven't found that next to Alexis Sanchez, man. I was so hopeful. I really was. But it just hasn't come off. I might just give Sergio Diaz a scholarship because I want a Chilean in the academy, and I think I will put him in there. The rest, though, I'll continue scouting on. Well, let's dive into our first game today, and again, we'll do about 8 or 9, possibly even 10 at a stretch. Starting with this one, though, Lazio away in Rome. 5th place right now, just starts out the top 4. We want to be where they are at one point in the future, but right now we know we're not there. So these are the games we go into, and I'd certainly take a point here in Rome if we could get it. Forza Udinese. To be fair to us, I mean, we have actually stood up to the big boys a few times this year. Got a win against Inter at the San Siro. Got a draw against AC Milan at the San Siro. Drew against AC Milan in a reverse fixture. Beat Juventus in Turin as well, as Silvestri makes a good save there. But it is still going to be a tough game regardless. But I do love that, you know. I often talk about how you learn from evidence. And if you've done something before, you can do it again. We've already had a couple of scouts this year against Inter and Juve. But probably not against Lazio. 25 minutes in, it was coming. It was coming. Taaaaaaaaaake, who scored in reverse fixture, scores once again. Croatia, I know how you feel. Yeah, for those watching the save in real time. Euros resuming this evening. Literally can't wait. And it is Italy first as well against Switzerland in the last 16. So looking forward to that. Literally had 2 days without the European Championship. And on Thursday afternoon, I was like, oh, what? No football tonight? You know? How spoiled can you be? Like, seriously, it had only been 2 days, but I was gutted there was no football on. But even so, still 1-0 down here. And whilst it was a good comeback win against Salernitana, looks set for our 3rd defeat in 4 here. Really tough run. Playing some good football, but lacking the finishing touch. Yes, until we get it. Samardzic to Brenner, our top scorer this year. He's been alright, to be fair. Nothing spectacular, but I've trusted him mostly as my starting striker. I've given success a go. Keenan Davis, not much, but also Lorenzo Luca whilst he was here. But out of all of them, this is the one I've found the most success with thus far. Brenner with another. Yeah, I feel like out of all the strikers here, and there were obviously a lot of them when we came in, Brenner and Lorenzo Luca, I was thinking, okay, which one is going to be my guy here? I'm only starting one. Who's it going to be? And I split the game time evenly. Completely evenly. And Brenner just gave me a little bit more. What can I say? Taaaaaaaake. Oh! This dude just absolutely tearing me apart in the 2 fixtures I've played against him. And that goal, to be fair, looked like the one in the group stage. Bent into the top corner. What a finish. Well, after the win in Turin, Doxy boy was dreaming big and believing that European football was a possibility. On the back of 3 losses in 4 and his latest defeat in Rome, I think that possibility is definitely gone now. Mid-table looking a lock, I would say. Got to make sure we get at least one more win on the board to all but confirm safety, but yeah, I think mid-table is looking definitely on the cards from here. And after the game, we should have our next scouting update from Albania. We shall see who we've got. Sorry, Italy. I keep getting them confused. And, oh, hang on, Mattia De Luca now. He's the guy we saw in the last episode. Oh, still looking good. Still looking good. 54 to 70 overall, 72 94 potential. And again, he's only 15 years old, this boy. Pop him in the academy. And, yeah, well, he could be quite good as well. I'm not going to say that he's the one we've been looking for. I still think we're yet to find that absolute gem of a wonder kid, but I want to check him out in the academy straight away because he looks really good. Let's have a look here, shall we? Have a look. Where is he? Where is the youngster? There he is. 64 rated at 15 years old. Now that is very, very exciting indeed. Fantastic curve and short pass already. The balance is good too for a tricky little playmaker. Already 4-star, 3-star. I like that a lot. The brightest prospect to me remains the Albanian goalkeeper, Nagash. And to be fair, now that Berisha's had a big potential downgrade, I might just say, do you know what? We got one. We don't need two. I'm gonna let Berisha go, and we'll just focus on Nagash. And we'll dive into our next game as well. Following game is Serino at home. 10 games to go in the table. And yeah, I'd say 8 points clear in the bottom 3. 1 win probably is all we're going to need. Let's get it here at the Blue Energy Stadium. Forza Udinese. I love how you see the scarves raised here. I love there are certain teams and at certain grounds where you kick off, quite often the scarves we raised for a few minutes. I really like that. It kind of reminds me of like in the playoffs. There's a few teams who won't sit down. The fans won't sit down until their first points are scored. I know OKC do that. I'm pretty sure there's 1 or 2 other teams that are like that as well, where the fans will remain standing until the first points have been scored. I love that. I don't know how you could do that for the equivalent, because you're waiting for the first goal. You might be standing for the entire game, do you know what I mean? But even so, with the first goal's been scored in this one, but starting off for the home team, Duvan Zapata, man, he is just such a hard striker to stop on his day. Yeah, how could you do it in football? Maybe like first shot on target, possibly? Like, fans have got to remain standing with their scarves aloft until the first shot on target. But we've had 2 goals conceded on our goal, and we haven't had a shot on target yet. They'll still be standing. 32 minutes in, they've seen 2 goals, but for the opposition, and no shots on target for us. Duvan Zapata's tearing me apart here. Give up, Mr. Cruz. Go home. Man, I watched Coach Carter last night. What a film. Like, seriously, what a film. For anyone that's not seen Coach Carter, it's mad to think it's almost 20 years old now, but honestly, what a movie. Brenner. Oh, what a save. But there's our shot on target. Guys, you can sit down now. But we haven't scored yet, but I'll let you sit down now, because I don't see us scoring for the entire game right now. Only chance. Easy save for the Serbian. Still down. But then again, Yaka. Oh! Almost with his 6th goal from corners this year. Off the woodwork, still down 2. Oh, it's going to be free. It's going to be free. Duvan Zapata is just absolutely on one. 3 goals conceded, but can't blame Silvestri for any of them, man. 33 minutes to go. Zapata has just rolled back the years. He's been unstoppable today. See, I can't stop him. You know, I can't believe we still haven't had an injury yet. I thought we were going to see one there, but we didn't. But what we have seen is a goal. I would have taken the injury. I would have preferred the broken toe. Sanabria makes it 4. My goodness, honestly, this is embarrassing here. I tell you what, a couple of these losses in this little streak, so we've 4 defeats in 5 now, and a couple of the losses have been borderline humiliating. It's not good. I mean, even though we're probably going to survive from here and not be in much danger in the final few games, you got to play for some pride, honestly. This is embarrassing. Oh dear. 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 5-0 with 10 to go. Yeah, solid embarrassment. This is humiliating, honestly. We need to find a whistle now. We've been on the receiving end of a couple of really bad losses this season. But that wasn't a bad loss. That was a bloodbath. That was an absolute massacre. And honestly, I don't know what to take away from that. Just, I know I like to see the positive in things, but there is no positive to that. That was awful. Absolutely terrible, man. Put it to the back of your mind and move straight on to the next one. I don't even want to think about that. I think that's the best thing to do sometimes, you know. I mean, because we all have days like that, don't we? Like, we all have days where literally everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. From the first minute you wake up until you go to sleep at night, it was just all absolutely awful. And instead of thinking about it, overanalyzing it, sometimes I genuinely think it's best just to say, do you know what? It's done. It's a new day. Let's not worry about it anymore. So moving on to Albania, who are just a goalkeeping factory. There's another gash in here, that centre half. Well, I think you should get a scholarship based on the family name alone. But there's another Hamza who looks very good as well. But yeah, Albania's a bit of a talent factory, you know. I mean, we released a goalkeeper who looked really good as well. There's some really good players in here. Yeah, if you're looking for a new nation to scout next and you haven't tried them yet, give Albania a go. We found some really good players in there. Right, following game, able to bounce back here on the back of back-to-back losses. Sassuolo away. Right now, 9 to go. We're only 6 clear as Genoa in 18, so it's not over yet. But again, I think really just a 1 win is all we need. Let's try and get it here and return to winning ways. Forza Udinese. Press to Pereira. Flicked through to Wallace coming forward. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! And his first of the season is a bullet. Absolute bullet. I did not expect that from my guy who is mainly just here as an anchor man. He has just belted that one in to give Udinese the lead. It was a decent build-up. But the finish, absolute arrow. No chance of keeper. Don't get me wrong, that defeat to Torino was embarrassing. But like I said, man, like everyone's going to have a day like that here and there. No one's immune to those nightmarish days where you just can't wait for it to end. But when it does end, don't dwell on it, you know. Like if it was only slightly bad, fair enough. Analyse it, think about where you could have improved, where things could have been better. But if it was just an absolute nightmare and nothing went right, leave it in the past, bro. Like, seriously, it's done. It's over. Everyone's going to have a day like that here and there. But I guarantee it's not going to happen again. And it certainly won't if you don't dwell on it. As Eborsele turns on the afterburners, beats Josh Doig, goes all the way, takes it all the way, and almost sneaks in at the near post as well. Still up by 1, but again, so much better. If we were feeling sorry for ourselves on the back of the loss there, over-analysing it, dwelling on it, I don't think we'd be playing like this. Instead, put it to the back of our minds, played with more freedom in this game. We're leading by 1 and probably could have been 2-0 up there. And most importantly, when you have had a bad game and you have had a bad moment and you need to respond, how do you do that? With actions, not words. One of my favourite sayings. Don't talk about it, be about it. And there we go, tightened up. Ship 5 at home to Torino. How do we respond? Keep a clean sheet away in Sassuolo, get a goal, get our first win after none of the last 2 as well. Great bounce back, and that does it now. 36 points on the board, and I'm calling it. We're safe. I know mathematically we could still go down, but there's 0 chance now. We're safe for sure. Yeah, 8 games to go, 36 points, and again, 14 off of Atalanta, so really just too big of a gap from here. But conversely, 9 clear as Genoa. So again, it's still possible, but there's not much of a chance. I think we're going to be all right. Anyway, following scouting update, this time from Chile. Let's see what we've got and see if possibly this is the month we find our next Alexis Sanchez. But he's not in this mission, unfortunately. He's not in this mission. I think we've gone 1 year too early. Well, to be fair, Christian Carrasco could be very good indeed. We'll have 1 more month's worth of scouting on him. But yeah, I think we went 1 season too early. Maybe he's there next year, but not this year. Right, next up, league leaders Inter Milan, who of course we beat at the San Siro in our first scalper to save thus far. But lightning rarely strikes twice. Great win away against Sassuolo, but I'll certainly take a point in this game. Forza Udinese. Perfect to Eborsele. One of the bright spots of this season has been seeing Festi down this right-hand side have a solid year for us. Oh, and he almost got an assist there. Press, have a go. No, Lautaro Martinez came from behind. Didn't even see him there. And the woodwork rattled. Sommer was beating all ends up, but just couldn't squeeze it in between the posts. Still no. Yeah, Festi Eborsele, man. I really like him. I've got big plans for him down that right side. And it's 3-5-2. He's almost perfect. Perfectly built, really. He's kind of got everything we want, Festi Eborsele. You know, he's got pace. He's got tremendous energy. As Nicolo Barella fires in the opener. And he's just getting better and better, as is this guy. What a player. Like, seriously, what a player. Just continuing on his upward trajectory. Nicolo Barella, baller. Yeah, he's one of those players where you keep thinking to yourself, oh, he's only 22. No, he's not. He's 27, mate. You know, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Which goes to show you how the time passes so quickly. Oh, wow, what a terrible pass that is. Speed of passing. That's an awful pass. What a gift. What an absolute gift. And the captain gets another. 1-1. Martinez. Barella. Goal, assist. World-class performance from a world-class player. Alvaro Morata. Here, there, everywhere. And here in Udine restoring Inter's lead. 2-1. Barella's tore me apart today. Easy. Easy. It's going to be free. And no surprises for who gets it as well. Absolute world-class elite performance from an elite player. And to be fair, they're becoming a bit of an elite team as well. Champions League finalists last year, if the save was from this last season onwards, if that makes sense. Let's just say 2 years ago. Serie A winners. I mean, what a team with a great group of players, and this man wanted the best. 3-1 and back to losing ways. 3 defeats in 4 now. Just can't get any consistency here with Udinese. Yeah, I'm not going to read too much into that, man. You know, getting beat by one of the best teams in the country right now, one of the best teams in Europe, really. At this stage of an RTG, come on, don't worry about it too much. So, final scout report from Italy then. I often say that if it's the final scout report, a player needs to be something special if they're going to make your academy. And to be honest, I don't think any of these guys are going to do it. There's a few players here that are really, really good, don't get me wrong. But again, unless that player jumps out at you and you're like, oh, I can't afford to leave him behind, my opinion is, don't give him a scholarship, because the chances are you're going to find someone better next season. So yeah, I personally would say no. Just I mean, to be fair, Marco Lombardi's all right, but no, unless they're the absolute creme de la creme and a complete wonder kid, I say just wait for the new season. Wait for the new season, because you'll probably find someone better. Anyway, following game, Roma at home, and again, it's not confirmed yet. It's not confirmed yet. 6-point gap, 7 games to go. But again, all we need now, I'd say, is a couple of points, or just a 1 win, and that will do it. We can start with the win here against Roma, and that will definitely do it, get us to 39 points. Let's return to winning ways. Forza Udinese. To me, I sometimes mention how, like, when a team is wrapping up a season, and it's basically abundantly clear that they're going to finish in mid-table, or just in the bottom half. We're talking about the likes of, like, 11th to 14th. It's like, how can that team get the motivation to play the final few games? You know there's very little at stake, and yes, there's a bit of prize money on the table, but how's the team going to get the motivation to go all out to win their remaining fixtures, knowing they're not going to qualify for Europe and they won't even get top 10? Got to be a professional and just do your job, go into every single game and play with the same intensity as you would the previous one if there was still something at stake. And this guy's been playing every game this year, feeling as though his future as our starting striker is on the line if he doesn't have a good end of season. Brenner, another one. He's our top scorer this year, and to be fair to the kid, I probably will start him again next season. He's alright, you know. It's not quite worked out for him in real life, but he's doing okay here. He came in from the MLS. As there's our first injury. And obviously before that he was at Sao Paulo, as Paulo Dybala fires in a leveller. But it might not have worked out in real life, but I'm liking him, man. I think he's alright. But, there we go. How about that? All season we waited for an injury. Now we've got one, and it looks like it's probably 7 months. If the play stops, it's almost always going to be an ACL. Possibly a dislocated shoulder for 2 months, but maybe an ACL is more likely. Querfeld will come on, and the Dane, who's been solid for us in our first year, is done for this season. And I think probably for the start of next season as well. That looks like an ACL to me. Oh, no. Lukaku. Oh, with a gift. Baited him to shoot in early, and he said, no problem. You back off, you give me space, I'll punish you. The Belgian completes the turnaround. I've absolutely thrown this away here. Yeah, 4 losses in 5, and I believe, might be wrong, but I think it's 6 losses in 8, or possibly even 7 losses in 9. No matter how you look at it, it is a really, really poor run. And it ain't over yet. We are not safe yet. I still think we need 1 more win. So until we get it, I'm still looking quite cautiously over my shoulder. Got to get a dub. As the injury was indeed an ACL for Christensen. How about that? Literally all season long we hadn't had a single injury. And I did think it would be, to be fair. Not a single injury all season long. And then bang, it's the longest injury you can get. As our Dane, who's grown spectacularly this year. Up 4 ratings, 74. 8 clean sheets in 26 as well for a team with a losing record. That's incredibly impressive for a defender as well. Fair play to the kid, but unfortunately that's going to knock him down a couple of ratings. That's so typical, isn't it? But one of those things. But it's not over yet. Again, we might be in 10th place, but don't let those positions fool you. It's still only 6 points, and I'd say until we get the 1 win in the final 6. I'm not counting my chickens just yet. And before that following game against Hellas Verona, we've got another scouting update. Yes, we do indeed. Our final scouting update coming next from Albania. And we've already had our gems from Albania, so if we don't find anyone, I'm not going to complain. We've already had is he possibly? We've already had a couple of superstars making the academy. So is anyone going to jump out of me on the final month? Anyone jumping out? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yes, there are a couple of players, but once again, I'll say it. Looking for that creme de la creme. Brahimi could be okay, to be fair, but again, long way to go. Very long way to go. We've got our Albanian gems. I'm satisfied with who we got. Yep, a 6-point gap is not enough for me to be feeling like the job is done. But it will be if we win this game. Hellas Verona are below us in the table, so a win here away will give us the 3 points needed. That will all but secure safety. Possibly actually guaranteed due to teams below us needing to play each other. Let's get the win that confirms survival for Udinese. Yeah, sometimes I forget about that. You know, teams having to play each other. Like, say you're trying to cling on to 4th and there's 3 games to go. You got a 5-point gap and you're like, oh, I don't know if we're going to make it. And then you forget that, like, you know, 5th and 6th have still got to play each other. So it's like, oh, well, actually, maybe mathematically there is 0 chance now. I tell you, it would be really helpful if you could see, like, a club's fixtures just independently. You can go and look at the fixtures in the league table section. But if you could just look at a club's fixtures individually, that would be so much more helpful. And so much easier as well to know who's playing who. And whether any of the teams that are involved around you are playing each other as well. Just a little feature that I'd like EA to look into possibly doing. There's Brenner. Finds Lovric. And space opens up for him to go for goal. Oh, good save by Montipo. Tipping it behind for a corner. 14 in. Decent start, and now we've got a corner. Well, we're so good from these. You know Roberto saying to Xhaka, it's coming for your head, son. In it goes. Towards him. Oh, he's hit the bar, and he almost followed his missing as well. He is an absolute cheat code from corners, honestly. When Milan came in for Perez, I was disappointed because I didn't want to lose him as one of our higher rated players here, but he's not my main guy in the back line. It's this guy, Xhaka. He's phenomenal. He's brilliant, honestly. I think he was a better defender than Perez as well, to be fair. And he certainly has been worth his weight in goals from set pieces too. I must say, I think there's a good chance that some teams will come calling in the summer, but what I might do is try and extend the contract and say, bro, you're going nowhere. I see you as possible future, if not club captain, then vice captain. Zibose does well. Oh, brilliant, 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 brilliant. Out comes Silvestri, shut down the angle. Where's the ball? It's past him. Back heel to Suat Serdar, who turns it from close range. Hellas Verona in front. Like I said, we're not safe yet. What a tough run this has been, honestly. It's our toughest of the season so far. Yes! As Festi fires in the leveller. But we need to, I don't want a draw though, I want to win. Because right now that's what we need. A draw isn't going to really do much for us at all. We need a win that will all but confirm it. Teams below us gaining ground and trying to drag us down in the process. We need to put an end to that. Not a point, not a draw, but a big win. Yeah, draws in games like this, don't get me wrong, they're not the worst results in the world. But if you can get a win, I mean, put it this way, it's why they're called relegation 6-pointers. Because it's like, not only is the opposition not getting 3 points on you, but you're getting 3 points on them in the process. It's a massive, massive bonus. Alexander! Oh. Blown too many chances tonight. Should have won this one. Well, nice to stop the rot, don't get me wrong, but this is a game you call a missed opportunity. This should have been the game that secured safety, man. But positives for sure. We played that in again in one of our final 5 games, and that will give us that one win we need. Head up, boys. We're almost there. We're almost there. Just play like that again, and we'll get that win. Yeah, I mean, it's 7 points with 5 games to go. 37 on the board now. I mean, all we need is the one win. A couple of teams below us have played an extra game as well. All we need is one win. To be fair, even just like 1 or 2 points might do it now. But one win for sure. That'll get us to the magic 40. Let's get it done. Bologna away as we go for the win that will confirm safety. To be fair, we're still 10th right now. Top 10 is still definitely on the cards too. I want that as well. That's the bonus. Top 10. Careful, careful, careful. 2 wins in 9 again, I think it is. We're not safe. Yeah, we're really not. If we don't win any of our remaining games, I mean, there is a chance. There is a chance. And there's a very good chance we won't win any of our remaining games. In this run of form, it's looking quite probable. it's not that. You know what? Until it's mathematically confirmed with this run of form, with this team, I'm not counting my chickens. Until it's done, I'm still considering the possibility of us playing Serie B football next year. We're not there yet. There's Lovric. Almost tests the keeper. Well, he does test the keeper. Almost caught him out. 21 minutes in. Positive, though, is we're good from these corners. Pereira to Xhaka. Oh, he's just so threatening, man. Careful. Joshua Zirkzee. Another win for a team next to us in the table. And I'll say it again. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Horrific run. Absolutely horrific. 1 win in against 7, I think this is going to be. Oh, that's an awful foul, that. This is tough, man. Really tough. We need this season over. I want to end it now. Just so I know that we'll be finishing above the drop zone. I don't think we're going to win again between now and the end of the season, you know. So, just going to advance to the 4th of Saturday and stop here short of the Napoli game, because this is our final scouting update from Chile. And, yeah, again, whilst there's some really good players still, like I said before, being selected for the creme de la creme, I think Christian Carrasco might make it. But unless I see someone who I'm just like absolutely obsessed with, yeah, I think I'll give Double C a contract. Because he's got a great valuation and potential seems good as well. And possibly, I mean, Osorio could be quite good, but he's got a long way to go. No, I think I'll just stay with Carrasco and let everyone else go. But like I said, man, creme de la creme, being super selective. We have got a couple of bits for Zaraga as well. Of course, transfer listed now as he wasn't getting the game time. PSV and Braga want him, and I'm going to accept the Braga deal and turn down the PSV one. It's just not quite as much, and I don't want to make the same mistake as we did with Perez earlier this season. Right, yeah, following game, Napoli at home. Come on, massive game to try and pull out here. But like I said, man, it's not over. 5 points to gap now with 4 games to go. Yeah, 12 sounds quite safe with 4 games to go, but based on the cluster of teams only separated by a handful of points, we're definitely not safe. We will be with a win though. Let's see if we can get it. Napoli at home, Forza Udinese. The good news is that all 3 of our final games are what you'd call winnable. Lecce, Empoli, Frosinone. And I mean, if we can't win at least one, that's all I'm asking for. Oh, one of those 3, we deserve to get relegated. You know what I mean? If we can't beat one of them, just one, yeah, we deserve to go down. I won't complain if we get relegated, failing to beat any of those 3 teams in the final 3 games. Napoli, I don't mind if we lose this one. I really don't. They've got a fantastic side as Politano opens the scoring, but if we can't win just one of those final 3 games, we deserve to be playing Serie B football. Ryan Sessegnon back heels. Oh, brilliantly done. Raspadori almost doubled up. Silvestri with a save. Stumbling out of the blocks here. And scrambling around. Not really doing much at all. I mean, it's quite an embarrassing sign when you go a goal down early and you start thinking, at what stage do we deploy game management tactics, damage limitation tactics? Because 15 minutes in, Juan Foyth doubles up, and it was coming. We're down 2. Yeah, write this game off. I'm just focusing on the final 3. God, this has just been an absolute slog in terms of gameplays today, honestly. Sloggy season. Coming late, honestly. Normally it comes at the first half of the season. With Udinese, it's been the second half. Politano makes it 3, 31 minutes in. Good. This has got Torino vibes. Oh, that's a bad foul now. It could be a straight red, you know, for Kvaratskhelia. Yeah, Georgian flew in from behind there. That might be a straight red. I would not be surprised. You know, it is indeed. It is indeed. World-class player. And what a story Georgia had getting through to the last 16. But red card, off, out, deserved. And it's too big of a deficit to climb here from 3-0 down. But hopefully we can get a positive from this. Maybe try and get a goal from here. Just something positive for us to take into the next game. Let's go for it here. Come on. You know the game's over, but we can at least try and get a goal. Oh no, it's gonna be 4. No, it's not. This is how you know we're bad. Honestly. Team down to 10 men, and I'm more concerned about conceding another goal, let alone scoring one. This is how you know it's the first season of an RTG, man. You had the Process Fulham years, now it's the Process Udinese years. Dear, oh dear. Someone put ShittyFlute on, because that's what's going through my mind right now. Almost 4-0 down, Silvestri with a save. It's just awful. Oh no, success has got an injury. Saved by Silvestri. Oh dear. Get this season over with, man, honestly. Shambolic, awful, disastrous. Those are just some of the words I would use to sum up our first season with Udinese. Man alive. Come on, man. One win, it's all we need. One win in these final three. It's fair, the last time we were beaten badly, we got a 1-0 win against Sassuolo. Let's do it again. Let's get that win. Now it's the Isaac success injury, which is just a 7-day knock, so not a big deal. And we see that Zaraga has agreed to join Braga for next season. Our final game today, we'll end on this one. Let's end on the win as well. Lecce in 18th place. For a win here, mathematically guarantees survival, as that will give us a 7-point gap with 2 games to go. It's not over, man. 4 points to gap right now. It's definitely not over, but again, because all the 3 of our remaining teams to face are below us, all we need is 1 win. Let's get it done here away against Lecce. Forza Udinese. I know I mentioned it a few times, but honestly, man, when you're really going through it, I recommend putting that on just to make you laugh and put a smile back on your face, because no one likes to be like losing constantly, you know, and continuously over and over, just tasting defeat. When you're having a gaming session, you know. Me, same as you, same as everyone. You want to have fun playing it, and when you're losing it, it's harder to have fun. But if you can make it a bit, you know, a bit humorous, it does boost your spirit a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And it certainly does when I put the ShittyFlute song on. It does make me laugh. Everyone, Serie! Come on, Festi! Udinese in front, and it's our Irish winger, who is 5th of the season. Take on me, take on me, take me on. Right, come on. We did this against Sassuolo. You know, we had a really bad loss at home, and then we followed it on. Hold on. Oh, yeah! I don't know what noise that was. Oh, Festi's there again! Festi's there again! Ball game! With an hour to play, I'm calling it. Udinese surviving today. Come on! We only needed 1 win in our final 3 games to guarantee survival, and in the end, oh, we're going to do it at the first attempt. Space opens up for Prass, and the Austrian, who's been a brilliant pickup from Sturm Graz, has just got his 3rd of the year, and 2 of them have been scorchers from range as well. Drives to the defence, backing off them, and as Chris Move would say, if you sag off, your swag's off. Prass drills it in, 3rd goal before the break, and Udinese pulling it out of the bag. The first season of an RTG is always the most difficult, but if you can finish it with some good performances and most crucially enough points to survive, you'd have a lot of positives to look back on as you aim to build on that foundation year. And 2 of our biggest positives are the 2 players that got the goals, Festi and Prass, leading us to safety. Thank goodness for that. But that'll do it for today's episode of the Serie A career mode, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode, where thankfully we don't need to win either of the final 2 games. We'd like to try and confirm a top 10 finish as we take on Empoli and Frosinone in our final 2. We'll wrap the season up in the next one, and we'll look at the other winners around the world as well. Have a great day. Much love, and I'll see you for the season finale very soon.